Oh, there you are, YouTube. Doodloo, 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 doo. Subscribe if you're interested, but also no pressure. But if you did, I greatly appreciate it. Hey, I think today we are going to basically do a December haul of all the movies I collected in December. And I'm pretty sure every single one of these is a gift in some fashion. Either through my birthday or through Christmas, both happening in December. I didn't buy a single one of these. They were all gifted to me, which is pretty awesome because it's a pretty good haul, I would say. So I guess I'm gonna sort of organize these based off of where they came from. Maybe like what, I guess, boutique released them, that sort of order, as well as whether they came from my birthday or for Christmas. So we're going to start off with a birthday gift from my wife, which comes from Gruv, and that is the dual Steelbook. Now, I still have not opened this yet. I'm sure there are a lot of videos of people unboxing this already, but was sold on this, well, I guess I wasn't sold. I was sold on wanting it because I didn't end up buying it. My wife did. But I was sold on wanting this the moment I saw the box art for this. I have seen a slipcover for it as well for the 4K, but it was the Steelbook that I thought looked amazing. So I'm very glad to have that in the collection. I mean, this is Steven Spielberg's first film right here. So that's really awesome to have in the collection. And again, the cover art here is just so cool. I love the look of that, and that was a huge determining factor in me picking up this version rather than the slipcover version. And by picking up, I mean asking my wife for this movie for my birthday or Christmas. And I got it for my birthday. Okay. So next we have a grouping of movies that came from Kino Lorber, and these were birthday presents from my mother. Sent her some titles, and this is what I got. Okay, so we have, starting with Mary, Queen of Scots. So I'm really into like the British royal family and the monarchy and just the history of kings and queens. So anytime there's a movie out there, some sort of biopic on them, and even, you know, like revisionist history films on them, I find it pretty interesting. I love to watch The Crown on Netflix. I love that show, although I am behind on that one, been very busy with work, so I haven't been able to catch up on it. But yeah, basically I started sort of collecting these movies, any sort of biopics on a king or queen of England. So yeah, Queen Elizabeth. Just wanted to, Queen Elizabeth I wanted to grab this one. And this is, there's actually a remake that I also have of this with Margot Robbie, who plays Queen Elizabeth. So really excited to have that in the collection. Also from Kino Lorber, this is all still from my mother, is a movie that I loved when I was a kid, and I haven't seen it since I was a kid. But I saw they had it, and I was like, okay, I need this. And that is Life with Mikey. This was just a really fun watch when I was young. I believe when I was an adult, I remember reading some reviews on it, and the reviews were poor. Like, it wasn't a very good movie, supposedly, according to the critics. But it was one that I really liked when I was a kid, and I'm excited to see it as an adult because I haven't. It has, let's see, who else is in it? Oh, wait, Alan Menken did the score? That's awesome. Alan Menken, you know, did a lot of the Disney Renaissance stuff. But who do we got here? Nathan Lane, Michael J. Fox, obviously, Cyndi Lauper, and Krumholtz. Gosh, I can never think of his first name. Krumholtz, you know him from, well, he was recently in Oppenheimer. Also know him from... gosh, why can't I think of it? Well, the Santa Claus, and Harold and Kumar movies, and just all sorts of stuff. But yeah, really excited to have this movie. I haven't watched it since I was a kid. Next movie, got a nice slip, gorgeous slip here. This is The Taking of Pelham 123. Again, another gift for my birthday from my mother. And this was introduced to me because I'd heard of the remake, but I I was not familiar with this, the original, and a local film festival that was started by Roger Ebert, called Ebert Fest. He will invite various people and movies to be shown, and Patton Oswalt was invited to town to the festival either for big fan or for young adult. I think he's been here twice, or maybe couldn't make it one time. I don't know. He was here for one of those two movies, but I can't remember which one. And he did a special screening of not only the movie he was there to showcase that he was in, but also he wanted to show this and do a Q&A afterwards, a talk about it afterwards. So because this is like one of his favorite movies of all time, and I just love the cover art here. Definitely wanted to pick it up for that reason, but also because it's one of Patton Oswalt's favorite. I don't like love his comedy or anything, but I loved his devotion to this movie, and I was like, okay, I got to see that. All right, next we have, from that same grouping, from Kino Lorber, is the 12 Angry Men 4K here. Great movie, wonderful movie. I haven't seen it since, gosh, I was either in junior high or high school and it was shown to me, and I don't think I've seen it since, but I remember loving it and thinking it was great, and you know, lessons still were definitely learned from it that I feel like I still utilize today, and bring up today and mention today. And a friend of mine here on YouTube in the comments pointed out to me that this version here from Kino Lorber not only has this film, but also the 1997 television movie by William Friedkin. So I wanted to make sure and grab this one. Not only is it the 1957, but it also has the 1997. And I believe George C. Scott is in that one. So yeah, I wanted to have both movies. So very glad to have this one in the collection, and I love the artwork here. I love the slip. Now I know it's also available on Criterion, and I do collect quite a bit of Criterion, but I don't know, this cover spoke to me quite a bit, and I don't think the Criterion one has the 97 film. I could be wrong, but again, I first heard about the 97 film being included with the original in regards to this physical media release, so that's why I wanted to pick that up. There we go, or ask for it. Okay, next we have some birthday gifts from my in-laws, and those are Criterion films. We have Buck and Preacher, which I've never seen, but cover art does work on me. I will judge a movie by its cover on whether or not I want it or not, and I saw this cover and I loved it. I just like the illustrative quality, the Western quality, all of that looks good, and I was like, okay, I want to see this movie. So I put it on my wish list, and here it is in my hand. Very excited about that. They also gave me Eve's Bayou, which I'd never seen, but I've heard. You know, I remember when it came out, and then I remember like watching the trailer and thinking it was really interesting, and it kind of looks like it has like some thriller horror vibes to it. So it was one I really wanted to pick up or ask for, and Samuel Jackson's in it. Yeah, it was just, I don't know, it just looked really interesting, and I hope it's really good. But I mean, I don't know, I'm overall just excited to have that. So now we're going to stick with Criterion, but now we're moving on to Christmas, and this is also from my in-laws. They kind of stuck with the Criterion, so we're going to go with Christmas Criterions from my in-laws, and then they gave me a studio film also, studio release. So starting with Criterions, though, to continue the theme of boutique labels, we have Cooley High. This is one that I haven't seen, but the illustration sold me in wanting to own it. So put this on my wish list, and my in-laws picked it up for me, so I'm really glad about that. Excited to see this movie, and I hope it's as good as the illustration on the front. Next we have, and this is the final Criterion that I got from in December, and again, this comes from my in-laws for Christmas, and that is A Night to Remember. Titanic, one of my favorite movies of all time, and here's another movie about Titanic, and I heard good things about it. that it was like kind of a surprise, and I was like, you know what? This is one I want to check out. Not only am I interested in most things Titanic, but I'm hearing good things about the movie, so why not check it out? Awesome cover art as well with that. Looks like black and white painting that we're looking at. I mean, it's probably digital. Yeah, it looks kind of digital. Some areas. I don't know. I need to look into that. I'm curious about it. But yeah, I guess this has been in the Criterion collection for a while, because it's numbered 7. Number 7. So that's pretty cool. But excited to watch that one. I'm hoping my wife will want to watch that one with me because she loves Titanic as well, the James Cameron film. And if, you know, she's not always wanting to watch black and white movies, but maybe I can convince her to watch that one. And then the final film from my in-laws, not the final film of the video, but my final film from the in-laws is just a studio release, and that is The French Connection. I remember there was a big, you know, in the news, they were talking about on, I think it was some streaming service, that The French Connection had been edited. Some of the, I guess, more offensive language within the film had been taken out of it. As far as I know, it's been a while, so I may be getting some of the information wrong, or maybe it was discussed to maybe happen. So my father-in-law, he brought it up to me. He's like, hey, did you hear about this? And I was like, yeah, you know, I have the DVD. I know there's a Blu-ray out there, something I'd really like to have, just so I have the upgraded version of the original in case we never get the original ever again. And you know, I said that, but I never expected to get it or anything. So this wasn't even on my wish list. It was just like, you know, something like from a conversation, and they remembered it, and so that was really exciting to open this and find it for Christmas, because I love this movie. It's a Best Picture winner. I think it's one of the greatest best movies to ever win the Best Picture prize. This cover art isn't so good, but the movie within it is very good. And I'm glad to have this on Blu-ray now, just another version of the original within my hands. And, you know, I love owning a Best Picture winner. Okay, so now we are moving on to Christmas from my wife and kids. Starting off with a movie that I kind of have like a love-hate relationship with. So I went to art school. I am a painter, and this movie here, Art School Confidential, there's so much about it that I love, and it stereotypes or what art school is like so perfectly, so wonderfully. It like gets a lot of it right, but it also is like a murder mystery sort of movie. And when it turns into that, I become less interested in it, because I just want it to be like a movie about art school. When they are like pinning down these stereotypes, placing them on people, identifying people through these stereotypes, it is like so true. You go to art school, there is that like one mom who goes back to school to study art. I mean, like they mention that in this movie, and I remember that from undergrad, and I remember that from grad school. It is so funny how accurate this was when it came to the art school stuff, and I love all of that. The naive style of art making, how big that is, and how loved and cherished that is within art school, but not really anywhere else. I mean, within the galleries as well. And then people who are highly skilled when it comes to representational art and making things look, you know, photorealistic, like they're just kind of like shoved to the side a little bit, because, you know, we want to see like the personable quality within the work. We want to see the artist within the work, right? So I really like how this movie comments on all of that. It's a lot of fun. Also, you know, I like the illustration there. That's great. So yeah, I love so much about this movie, but it also like loses me a little bit when it comes to sort of the murder mystery type stuff, noir stuff that they include in it, and sort of where the turn it takes. If it was just about art school, I mean, I don't know where you'd go with it because you need more story, but those are my favorite parts. Okay, next is just a movie that I remember renting when I was a kid, and I don't know if it still sits on YouTube, but you used to be able to watch it on YouTube. I used to do that all the time. In free time when I was just like working, I'd put this on in the background as I'm working, and now I own a Blu-ray copy of it, and I'm just hyped about that. Also, I forgot to mention, these come from MVD. So we got the slipcover here, but yeah, this is a MVD release. I wanted to mention that. And this one's MVD also, and that is Double Dragon. So again, this is the one that I used to rent, or I don't know, I didn't like rent it all the time, but I remember renting it and just watching it on YouTube. I love how bad it is, the practical effects, I don't know, all of that. It's just not a good, not a very good movie, and that's why it's so good. I don't know, I like it. I watched it many times, just free time, backgrounding it while I'm, you know, doing work from the computer. And again, it's a MVD release. Really glad to have this. This one does not have a slipcover. I'm not sure if it came with a slipcover initially or not. Anybody have any information on that? Definitely did not come with one for me. But is that something I need to look out for? Maybe find to put over this. See if I can find any for sale out there. But I don't know. I was thinking maybe the image I saw online when putting this on my wish list, I was thinking there was a slipcover, but maybe I'm wrong on that. Maybe it was for a different version. Maybe it wasn't MVD. I don't know. Excited to have that in the collection. And then this next one, also MVD, and I don't know. I'm stoked to have this one in the collection now, and that is Double Impact. And mostly because I liked the movie as a kid. I watched this as a very young kid, but I had this movie poster hanging on my wall during my childhood, and I can't fully remember where I got it. I either picked it up from the video store or the movie theater. You know, like they're just handing them out for free. And I know I was with my neighbors when I got the poster. I feel almost positive I was with them when I got it, which tells me I was probably at the movie theater, because I went to the movie theater with them more than I ever went to a rental store with them. And I don't really remember rental stores that I went to giving out posters. So, I don't know. But I feel like I was with them at a movie theater when I got it. I didn't see this in the movie theater, but saw it as a rental. So I might have been, you know, seeing something else, and then they had this poster, and I was like, all right, I'll take that. I'll hang that on my wall. But I grew up with this poster on my wall, and I like the movie. You know, seen the movie a few times. It's been a long time, though. I was a kid the last time I saw this, so I'm really excited to see it again. MVD has this really awesome packaging for it with this slipcover, and I like that it has all of the rental qualities to it, because that is the first time I saw it, because I did not see this in the theater. But like the new release sticker right here, the section it belongs in at the video store, and then the Please Be Kind rewind sticker, all of that is great on here. But yeah, Double Impact. Also, I'm really curious to see what the special effects look like the splitting of the two of them. Does it look like Jean-Claude Van Damme is acting well with Jean-Claude Van Damme? Does that work out here? Is the line of sight correct? You know, this is stuff I wasn't like focused on as a kid, but it's stuff I'll be looking at today and laughing at or marveling at. But yeah, I'm so hyped to have this in the collection and watch it again. I gotta find time for these. I have so many movies now that I have in the collection that I need to get to, but that's one that I really want to check out. So how many total was that? I'm pretty sure I grabbed them all. I hope I didn't miss any. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 movies. That's kind of unlucky. Let's make 13 a lucky number. So 13 movies there. We got the one Steelbook from Gruv right there. And then we got the Kino Lorbers right there. We got 4 Kino Lorbers, 2 of them with slipcovers. And then we have 4 Criterions right here. 4 Criterions. And then we move to the studio release coming from 20th Century Fox. Is that right? Yeah. And that is The French Connection. Again, glad to have this copy because who knows if it'll ever be released again, who knows how it will be released again. And if it ever is on physical media ever again, what version are we getting? Because it sounds like on streaming, it's not the original version anymore. That may have been changed. I haven't kept up on the news there. But regardless, even if they did restore it, I'm glad I have an updated copy because I just have the DVD until I got this. And then we have, finally, the 3 MVDs, 2 of which have a slipcover. Again, Double Dragon did not have a slipcover. My version didn't anyway. I don't know if there is one out there or if they maybe just ran out of them. I need to look into that. But I think it was a pretty good haul. I'm happy with what I got here. This is great. Fantastic. I mean, I think I got like almost every film on my wish list, like my reasonable wish list, you know, reasonably priced wish list. Some of these came from major sales also. I know when I sent my wish list, the MVD wish list to my wife, they were on sale. I don't know about this one here, but the Criterion, I sent those out to my in-laws during the November Criterion sale, so I'm guessing these were probably half off. So when you're asking for movies, make sure you're doing it when the sales are going on. The winter sale for Kino Lorber from my mother, that was during the the winter sale when like all of these were on sale items, and that sale was good. I mean, that was really good. There were actually some other things I did want to pick up or ask for that sale, but I found those on YouTube. It was like the Captain Marvel serials and the Huckleberry Finn story, or the Tom Sawyer, I can't remember now, but I found those on YouTube. I was like, you know what? I bet these are probably free on YouTube, and they were. And then this one was probably full price, because I don't think I remember any sale on Gruv for the Steelbook of Duel. So I'm guessing this is probably, these two were probably the only full pricers. Again, I don't know about this one, but, you know, if you're going to ask for movies, shoot those Christmas wish lists and birthday wish lists out when there's sales. This is what I want, because I think I did pretty well. I think I got everything. Maybe one Criterion I think I had put out there that I was on the fence about. Oh no, okay. Yeah. I think maybe 2. There were 2. But, you know, that's fine. They're gonna do more sales. Very excited about this. Very thankful for this. Again, these were all gifts. I feel very lucky, very grateful to have so many people in my life who are willing to buy these obsolete items. What many people feel to be obsolete items. I like that they will, that they are okay with my movie watching habits and my movie collecting habits, and they help me collect. Because I'm a pretty frugal person, and I'm slow to pick up movies. I don't get them right when they come out. I wait for those sales. I do a lot of secondhand stuff, and to have so many people in my life that are willing to buy me new movies when I don't always do that for myself, I love that. Very grateful. And I'm grateful for you for watching this. Hey, thank you so much for watching this, especially if you made it the whole way through this 25-minute video. My videos aren't always that long. I guess they have been kind of for the holidays, but let me know if you got any of these movies for the holidays, or if you've had them already. What did you get? What's your most prized film, movie, bit of physical media that you got during this holiday season? I guess my most prized one, wow, I don't even know. It might be the Duel, just because like the Steelbook art is really cool. I like that. Yeah, I think it might be that one. I mean, again, with French Connection, that one, you know, that one should be is a prized possession now, especially if we're not gonna get the original film ever again. But yeah, I'd love to know what movies you picked up this December or were gifted this December. What does your haul look like? I'd love to know. Thank you so much for watching. Again, very much appreciate it. And perhaps we'll see you tomorrow for more Pure Hangout.